from our friend RJ Forsythe. He's going to be performing a stand-up comedy. RJ, make your way to the front.
Wow. There's a lot of people in here.
There is a lot of people in here.
Okay. Thank you, Johnny. Yeah. Make sure you get the giggles out during my comedy. Okay. Let's start this out. How many of you know Moses? Me. Who didn't raise their hands? Raise your hands.
I didn't.
Okay, so I am going to have some audience participation, which Pastor Landon moved the chair so it doesn't make as much sense, but let's split down this middle. Whenever I point over here, you guys say fire. Let's try that out.
Fire!
And when I point over here, you guys say water.
Water.
And when I point to both sides, you guys say Pharaoh.
Pharaoh.
I didn't point.
You go ahead.
Pharaoh! Yeah! Okay, I would hope you all know Moses. If you don't, you're going to by the end of this. Okay, let's start at the beginning of Exodus. So we see Pharaoh trying to kill all these babies, and we see Moses' mother, put Moses in the basket and roll him down the river.
Water.
So, there were probably holes in that basket, right?
Maybe.
So, imagine, when Moses got to Egypt, they're already dying. Okay, go ahead. When Moses got to Egypt, he must have been in that water. Oh, wild. Wait, okay. How many of you have smelled wet baby? Wet dog. Gotta make sure you guys stay awake. Okay. So Moses came to Egypt with that new wet baby smell.
Yeah.
I haven't even got to the funny part yet. Oh my gosh, look at the wee little baby. Goo. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit.
Okay.
So Moses, he's out in the wilderness. He sees this bush, and you know what the bush is? On
Fire!
So he talks to the bush. We as Christians know why he was talking to the bush, but we have people that are like, Martha, I am telling you, he is talking to the bush, and the bush is on fire. I gotta call John. John! No, I'm not crazy, John. He's talking to John. Haven't we been here before? John, I am telling you, he is walking on the bar. Walking! John! Martha! Okay. Now back to our story. So the bush tells Moses to bring the Hebrews out of Egypt. Moses, of course, agrees, and God casts 12 plagues on Egypt. I'm not going to go through them all, but let's just say a few, like frogs, the Nile River turning to blood, and the fish and frogs dying. Man, you got to realize, a lot of things stunk in Bible times. I mean, like actually, hey, you stink. Oh, hold on, when was deodorant made? Hey Siri, when was deodorant made? 1,888. I would not want to fit you on the Mayflower. No, okay. But anywho, the fish stunk, okay? And we're not going to talk about the actual reason Moses got kicked out of Egypt. We're just gonna say it's because Pharaoh's pet fish died and it stunk. And so if you ever want to get kicked out of school, let me tell you how to do it. You figure out every locker combination. You bring a ton of dead fish and put them in the lockers. Mr. Principal, there is a dead fish on my textbook. Oh my guys! He got dead fish on my hotel dress. Oh, by the way, make sure you go to Lighthouse Homecoming. Oh my gosh! My dean's gonna think I smell like fish! You, sir! Me? Yes, you! Pack your fish and get out! Okay, back to the story. So after they got kicked out of Egypt, Moses and the crew were on their way to the promised land. And think about it, there were a ton of Israelites. And PSL can hardly get us quiet to begin with.
I know, I'm trying.
So imagine millions of people. Man, it would almost be as loud as when you play Beat It in a car full of teenage boys.
Yeah.
What Beat It?
Beat It. It's called Beat It by Michael Jackson. Whenever you're with the boys, they'll know what you mean.
Yeah, we will.
And now, let's play the video! Lucas, you want to play the video? Not that one.
No.
I was making a joke about the Beat It video.
Oh,
I'm pulling it up.
We're not playing that.
Okay, so Moses and the Israelites, they got to, I think it was the Red Sea. Right? Right, Abby? It was the Red Sea?
I think so.
Thank you. So Moses and his great staff open the sesame! And then you see Pharaoh off in the distance. Oh, why I order? So, as the Israelites, what do you mean time?
You gotta hurry up.
I'm working on it. I'm about done,
Go
PSA.
ahead.
Okay, so the Israelites start running. And then, when they get it shut, Moses puts in the password, closes the doors, and
Pharaoh.
dies! Fire!
Fire. Pharaoh. Fire. Pharaoh.
Okay, now after that all happened, Moses died, and then this guy named Joshua, he took the Israelites to this place called Jericho, ran by none other than Donald J. Trump. I'm gonna build a wall, and it's gonna be huge. So, who wants to hear the rest of the story? Well, you better beg our youth pastor, PSL, even though he's close to 200, beg him to have me back next year. Play the video!